The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello everybody who are on this session. My name is Andrzej Strup and I am moderator of this session. It's my honor to moderate this session, which is calling Facility Management in the Middle East, Opportunities and Challenges. Please next. Next slide, please. What will the logistic of today's session? Like in all other sessions today, there are two pools which Mohamed prepared for you, and you will be able to say yes or no. If you will have any question or if you have any notices to Mohamed's presentation, please prepare this question to the end when will be the time for question and answers, and we will ask Mohamed for your questions. Please don't forget the quick survey which will be on the end of the seminar. This seminar will be ready after the finishing of this speech on the website of FMCC. We are very greatly appreciated that you are participated on our meeting. Next slide, please. Because this is our open session, which is open for anyone who apply. There should be some listeners who don't know too much about IFMA itself. IFMA Association of the Specialist Facility Managers Professionals. It is a person association, but also IFMA is open through some different tools to the companies or universities. IFMA has a two-level of the membership. One members are the local members, the members in the area, chapters, and the second level is councils. Councils is a council of different professions. Our Facility Management Consultation Council have our vision that we are resource and voice of facility management consultants worldwide, and we have our mission to serve the facility managers but the best knowledge and best know-how what FM consultants can give. Next, please. Next slide, please. So we have 4 tools how we can help you. Mark Sekula, one of our expert, the TOPS expert, is preparing the program which is calling Ask the Experts and ask the particular question the experts. Second program is a possibility to find a consultancy by the local expertise. You can locate a speaker for your events, or you can find online education resources in our FMCC project. Next, please. We, as a FM Consultant Council, must very much thanks to our sponsors, because without sponsors, no activity is possible. The platinum sponsor is a company, ESL. There are 2 co-sponsors, Greg Moore and Daikin, and we have 2 silver sponsors, FIA and ISAR AG. So thanks to our sponsors that we have a possibility to make this event. Please, next slide. And we are here. Why we are here? Today we have all celebration of our Facility Management Day. This year we choose the topic empowering people for a productive work. And all our sessions which you have possible to visit is focusing plus minus this way. So today celebrate our day. Next, please. This event, what our session is now going, was prepared by the team of our members, FM consultants members. You can join this and you will be invited to another sessions later. And in this all program will continue, this whole program will continue another 20, I think 24 hours. So it's a lot of other sessions which will come. Please, next session, next slide. You see the map of the world. We started in New Zealand and it's about 8 hours ago. Now we are in the East Asia and Middle Asia. We will go to Europe and later we will continue in US, Canada, also I forgot Africa, and we will finalize this session back in New Zealand. Another please. This is really a strong event. You can see the faces of speakers which will speak today in the different sessions. We have 18 sessions which will be moderated by 6 moderators, and we have a really honor to have so great speakers which you can see here on this picture. Next please. Now I am on the last slide of my introduce. I will be very happy to hear the presentation of Mohamed El Agroudy, who will speak about facility management in the Middle East, opportunities and challenges. Mohamed, it's your time, please.
Yeah, thank you, Andrea. It's been a pleasure to have this kind of introduction. I'll just talk a little bit about myself. I got a certified corporate trainer, PMP, a risk management professional from BMI, and GRC, which is Transnational Referral Certified from ACIArb International Consortium for Real Estate Association, and also I'm an associate member of the Charter of the Institute of Arbitrators and a member of the American Society of Civil Engineers. I got my bachelor in civil and construction engineering, a master in contracts, and my PhD is in contract and risk management. I'm a part-time lecturer of contract risk management at the American University in Cairo, a chairman of Misr for Services and Maintenance, which is a facility management company, project management consultant for some mega project in the Middle East. Currently, I'm doing some long-term consultation in Saudi Arabia. I did some different presentation, keynote speech in many conferences. I'm an active member of Project Management Institute, of course IFMA, and also MEFMA, Middle East Facility Management Association. I'd like to welcome everybody who's listening. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you may be. And we will start with highlighting our learning objectives from this presentation. We are going to illustrate different challenges facing facility management industry in the Middle East, and then how to overcome such challenges and enhance the market opportunities for using facility management. And of course, we are in need of some legal requirements like adapting new regulation or modifying existing laws to improve the application of facility management, and of course, standardizing the facility management business model is a crucial objective. This is captured from the top of a facility. If you visited Dubai before, you surely know Burj Khalifa. I captured this photo from floor 124, around maybe 450 meters above the ground. And I'll just let you know that this building is having around 15,000 liters of water collected from cooling units and recycled to be used for landscape irrigation. I believe that sustainability is pretty much linked to facility management. They are empowering each other. They are just affecting and they are interdependent. I believe that we have to look carefully for sustainable solutions to encourage stakeholders for applying facility management. So the topic is facility management in the Middle East, opportunities and challenges. And you can see here that I captured some photos from the left. Here we have Doha, Qatar, and here is the Kingdom Tower in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, where I'm talking to you now. And on the right we have Sheikh Zayed Road in Dubai, which containing the different skyscrapers. And of course the Middle East and the Arab Gulf is a booming market for facility management. We need to illustrate this very well. So starting with the challenges, what kind of these challenges are facing the facility management in the Middle East? First, we have the lack of awareness of facility management importance. Some of the stakeholders and facility owners are just not aware of facility management crucial role, so they are in need for this kind of awareness. We are going to talk about how to resolve these kind of challenges and make benefit of the current opportunities. Second challenge is the tendency to use simple manpower supply rather than facility management solutions. And of course, in most countries, if you are in need for a service, you are going to get somebody to do it for you. And this somebody depends if it is a just manpower supplier or provider, or it's a facility management company that provide integrated solutions for facility management. The tendency to use the first choice here is a big challenge for facility management industry. The third challenge here is the late involvement of facility management in different project phases. Of course, if we get the facility management involved early, even in the concept or design phase, this will give more cost saving, will give more integration, will make the most of the facility management. But unfortunately, facility management here is done lately after the construction phase, and then no involvement, except in some cases, for the facility management providers and consultants in early stages of the project, even for concept or design or construction. Another challenge we have is a missing standard, legislative and regulating laws. And of course, if you don't have this kind of obligatory laws and regulation, it will be hard to apply such disciplines. Then the lack of pricing and business models is another challenge. It's talking about what you just offer the client for pricing and how you will charge him for your service that you are going to handle his facility. Of course, if it is something standard or let's say common for all stakeholders, like for example using square meter or another parameter, it will be something easy for application. But still we don't have that kind of clear business models. Another crucial challenge is the lack of documentation, like the as-built drawing. If you don't have such documentation, it will be very hard for the facility management provider to go with the good and smarter way for dealing with the facility. And of course, as-built is a requirement that should be stated in most contract, that construction contractor will not be able to receive his final payment until he will deliver this kind of documentation as well as drawing, which is very important information for the facility management provider. Last but not the least, we have a shortage in the skilled and facility management, specialized manpower, even workers, professionals, and engineers, technicians. This is, of course, is representing a very important topic in dealing with challenges for facility management application. Of course, we do have opportunities in the market. It's not all about these challenges alone. But what are these opportunities that can be enhanced within our thoughts and insights? First, that we do have growing industry in the region, and of course, talking about the Middle East, we can say that we have North Africa, we have Arab countries for Arabian Gulf. These are all having a growing industry. Most of the infrastructure projects have been finalized, and now it's the era for doing the facility management, doing the good performance with the considerable amount of money. You can see here that, for example, talking about Saudi Arabia, we have the big market for facility management in regard to cost. We have here about $6.2 billion US dollar for Saudi Arabian market for total facility management. And of course, we do have Arab Emirates and other GCC countries that's accounting for the rest of the amount for this. And of course, whenever you are spending more for facility management, and this will be a good opportunity to get those providers in hand. These are some examples for the mega project. You can see here the King Abdullah Financial District. It's in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. It's now being completed. Here you can see a big project in Qatar, which is Pearl, Qatar. It's also a fantastic one. And of course, we do have the Expo 2020 in Dubai that's having a lot of projects and a lot of facilities to be maintained. So, talked about the growing market. What about the jobs and opportunities for professionals? I did this search in LinkedIn, for example, searching for a facilities manager position. I came up with over 330 in Arab Emirates available opportunities. Saudi Arabia more than 120, and Qatar about 80, Kuwait about 40, Egypt 23, and so on. You can find now the position of facility or facilities manager is being more involved and more elaborated in many companies, and this is reflecting the opportunity for having those professionals and enhancing the salary packages and rates for them to make this happening to apply the facility management. Another opportunity is the elaborated and increased contribution of facility management in different stages: design, construction, and commissioning phases. And an example of this is BIM, Building Information Modeling. This kind of interfacing all disciplines and all phases in one model. And of course, if the facility management professionals are involved in the conceptual design and the detailed design phases, and even for writing down the specification for some materials to be used in construction, this of course will enhance the role of facility management, and of course will be reflected on the facility management role later when they start maintaining this kind of facility. So I believe that we do have here an elaborated and emerging opportunity for applying BIM and such kind of tools for integration. And of course, if you talk about BIM, we have the 2-dimension, 3-dimension, 4-dimension for scheduling, and 5th dimension for the cost. And I believe that 6th dimension will be for the facility management. Another opportunity here that we do have a potential saving if we apply some green solutions. And of course, the key stakeholder, namely maybe we can say the developer or the owner of the facility, is more concerned about cost saving, and it's something challenging that you will offer him a service that will cost him some amount of money. He will compare, what I'm doing here is just paying, but I need to get something in hand, I need some savings. So when we apply some kind of green solutions like using solar energy, as you can see, solar panels for application in micro and medium and macro level, even water treatments, which is here in the region, especially in Arab Gulf countries, it's not full of water, as you all know. So we have a shortage here in water. So talking about landscape irrigation or other needs for water, we can use the Greywater Recycling. As you can see, with some kind of treatment for water, you get a huge amount, as we said in the beginning of talking about Burj Khalifa, for collecting these 15,000 liters of water. And let me here give you an example for one tower in Cairo. It's an administrative building for a company, and this tower is used by just an employee of this company. What we did there is like just notes in the toilets that please use the half button for the light use and use the full push button for the heavy use. I was surprised that in 1 year we have saved around 1 million liters of water just for this kind of notice that talking about half button push or full. So greywater recycling also is another green solution can be applied, and of course you can use that for flushing tanks or for landscape irrigation or other uses. And this will be of course a good opportunity for countries that are suffering from a shortage of water like most countries here. Another opportunity is of course using the clean energy, and if you look at the hybrid cars that is now becoming more popular in use, we got this kind of car that is working with electricity up to 50 kilometers per hour, then starting to use gasoline. And I was attending one conference in Dubai for IFMA, Middle East Facility Management Association, around 4 years ago, and Dubai taxi now is shifting from the gasoline to the hybrid cars, which is reducing the emissions of carbon dioxide and of course saving a lot of fuel consumption. About 40% of fuel is being saved for using such hybrid cars. So we come to our first bullet here about cost saving. Do you think that cost saving would be a major reason to enhance the application of facility management? Andre, you got the full results?
Yes, there is a 100% yes.
Oh, great. It's been expected that, of course, most of us are in need for some cost saving, and of course this will be a major factor for application of facility management. Then, how to face these kind of challenges and overcome these obstacles? We are going to highlight some tools and some strategies for these challenges, how to face these challenges. Lack of awareness for facility management importance. This is the first challenge that we talked about. And the suggestions and potential solution is there is an existing organization in the Middle East, as I told you, MEFMA, Middle East Facility Management Association. We need to do some collaboration to get all these efforts for the awareness, of course doing some conferences, workshops, and training, and maybe thinking about establishing a new chapter for IFMA here. This is an idea for discussion, and we have to look carefully where we would start with this new chapter. And of course it will be integrated with the existing organization. Then the tendency to use simple manpower supply rather than facility management integrated solutions. we have to demonstrate the importance of integrated service and total facility management, and of course illustrate advantages dealing with a single point of contact with one dealer or supplier, and the potential cost saving due to bigger value of work. Of course, it's a dilemma when you talk about getting an integrated facility management provider. Maybe some owners will think that this will cost more because these companies are specialized and they will add more profit and overheads. But outsourcing is not always more expensive choice. And of course, if we have a look on this, that's extracted from Greywater report, outsourcing again is spent on facility management. If we just can enlarge this a little bit so that you can. Here you can see that most of the Gulf countries are lying in the down area for the becoming a good market for growth, driven mainly by increasing the spend of facility management. Even for Oman, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Arab Emirates, we got some kind of spent on the total facility management compared to the gross domestic product, GDP. It's down to 2.5%. We can find most of these countries lying here. And of course, this is a good market to start. And on the x-axis, we do have here the outsourcing rate. Of course, when you increase the outsourcing rate, like the case of Arab Emirates here, this will encourage and make a good opportunity for facility management providers. So, talking about total facility management, talking about single point of contacts, talking about one dealer to deal with concerning water, energy, elevators, HVAC system, lighting, access and security, monitoring, everything is there. So it's very important to illustrate this importance and make it clear for the stakeholder and key stakeholder like owners and developers that this will be a good opportunity for them to make good saving. For the late involvement, facility management in different project phases, as we said before, in conceptual phase of design, construction, you should make the whole effort to encourage the stakeholder in the early involvement and engagement in project phases. And of course, if you get that facility management service provider experience, it would be immersed in defining materials, specifications, even in the preparation of tendering for construction phases, like, for example, durability of cables or lighting units and so on. This, of course, will make it very integrated. Of course, will be a good integration between all stakeholders. So, getting them all involved in different phases, and of course, we get the privilege of using some kind of systems like BIM technology, Revit, and so on. Then, talking about the missing standards, legislative and regulating laws. And as I told you, this is the driving factor or criteria that will make it mandates for owners and different facility developers to have their facilities maintained by specialized companies. So we have to develop enforcing laws that require specialized facility management companies in different facility types. And of course, emphasizing facility management as a major category in contractor classification system in most countries, and this is of big role, of course. If you don't have this kind of contractor classification who is dealing with facility management, they are just a construction contractors who used to work also in operation and maintenance, it will be, of course, a disaster. As all of you know that the workmanship of the construction is completely different in characteristics and in even skills required rather than the facility management workmanship. Again, we have to apply some incentives to organizations, even public and private, that apply facility management and sustainability principles like tax reduction, extra credits, and so on. And I've got here good initiatives in Dubai that is doing some encouragement for using solar panels and using the clean energy and hybrid system for cars and so on. This is very important. If you get these kind of incentives, it will push people to use that, and of course it will give them like the appetite for using the facility management. Developing standard contracts for facility services. Believe that FEDIC is a very reputable in this area, and of course if they did that kind of facility management standard contract, I believe it will be a good start for such regulation and rules. Now we go to the second goal, that is talking about enforcement laws. Do you think that developing enforcing laws would help to enhance the application of facility management?
Now it's a time for voting.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, 100 yes.
Yeah, fantastic.
100 yes.
Yeah. Surely we do have this motivator, or let's say mandate to use the facility management, or to apply the facility management. Of course, the laws and regulation will be a very helpful tool for that. Then the lack of pricing and business models, it's again doing some standard and unified basis for pricing. Of course, it could be like a square meter or other common market parameters, so that the clients will not be hesitated for different pricing strategies from service providers. And of course, if we can prepare square meter rates for different types of facilities like real estate, commercial, administrative, hotel, industrial, educational, health, sport, and so on, it will be a good start for having the common language between the client and the service provider. So it could be resolving the conflict between fixed price contract or dedicated teams or time and material, or let's call it unit price contract. So the pricing model is very important to get it standard. Lack of documentation like as-built drawings, it's a disaster if you are working in a facility without any documentation, without any helpful as-built drawings. So we have to state in the contract that as-built is a major requirement in commissioning phase of any project. And even I know some contract that they will hold the payment for contractors till they deliver such documents. And of course, this will encourage the documentation. Finalizing as-built and all other documents as early as possible for different stages like red marking and other tools. This is, of course, will help. Paying great attention to project document control system and archiving all necessary and make sure that these documents is updated in a regular pace. The last challenge is the unavailability of skills and facility management, specialized manpower. Facility companies is, as I always say, are investing in human resources. So this should be clear that we have to make a good packages. We have to talk to recruitments, and we have to adjust the job description and standardize the job description for the facility management positions. We should also concentrate on getting some qualifying institutes, training centers, make the pre or on-job training, and of course talking about the availability of the manpower. We have to look carefully to the salary structure, because one thing is that when you don't have this attractive packages, of course the rate for having these kind of specialized people will be very low. I'll just end up my presentation with say that facility management professional, be optimistic. Seeing that there is a good opportunity, even there is a challenges, but still we have a booming market. I believe that with these kind of integrated efforts, we can reach to a good situation in the region. Thank you. Moving to question and answers.
Yeah, dear Mohamed, thank you very much. I have here first question from the auditorium. I will read it. In the absence of regulatory bodies and legislation around building codes and standards, would there be any appetite by the end users and clients to voluntarily adopt codes or standards to align in the international codes and standards?
Well, I believe that end users or even facility owners and people who are benefiting from the application of facility management can do a vital role in this. They can be the motivators, the initiator for that. But of course, it should be through a governmental entity, as most of the countries here is governed by these ministries, and it should be in some way there's kind of cooperation, and the end user can do this role and start for making an initiative. And of course, if you got some kind of a clear regulation and like a complete proposal, I believe that most of these governmental entities will be happy to apply, as this will benefit the whole market.
Okay, thank you very much. I have one question too from myself. Here in Europe, there was a time of the real crisis, and during this crisis, the prices of the facility management services was pushed very down. absolutely sometimes it's unacceptable prices. But till today, the prices from the clients are kept by the purchasing departments. Do you have the same experience from your area?
I think that it's the same situation. During the crisis time, most of the people are trying to downgrade their expenses. They are trying to control the costs, but of course, to some limit, they cannot exceed that kind of having their facilities maintained. So the challenge here is during this crisis time, we have to encourage these companies and these providers to survive and to have their organization with the full manpower to be maintained, as of course this crisis will not last forever, but of course doing some minimum rates is the let's say it's the role of the governing, if we have a governing entity are overseeing these services for facility management provider, that will be their role. I believe this is existing in Arab Emirates, but still in the other countries it needs more initiative from the end user, let's say the people who are making use of the facility management.
Thank you very much. And can I have another question?
Sure.
Here in the Europe, we are speaking the facility management is not about hard services only. We are pushing much more the soft services, catering, IT, the transport, the security, and so. So it is some services which are much closer to the person, which are inside the buildings, not only the building itself. How it is in your area about this moving of facility management to the more soft solution?
Yeah, it's the same. We have here soft services, of course, hard services in there, but the soft services is becoming more and more elaborated, and there is the solutions for both soft and hard services. And I think that when we talked about total facility management or one integrated service provider, he will handle both the soft and hard services as well.
So is there any companies which are able to make a total facility management soft and hard together?
Yeah, there is. I attended, as I told you, most of the conferences in the IFMA side. I believe that there is over than 100 companies that are working in facility management in general, but of course not all of them is a total facility management providers, but at least I believe that more than 20% are there. So there is an integrated providers.
Okay, and then I have a completely different question, which is very interesting to me as a, how to say, Central and East European facility manager. Here clients are very, how to say, they don't want to buy any KFM system. Because you spoke about BIM, building information modeling, it's excellent, it is future. But just now we need use the KFM system, and mostly the KFM system is used by the providers, but not by the big clients. How it is in your countries when you have a so big asset?
I believe that the mega project is using all these applications, talking about BIM technology. We used it a lot here, but as I'm telling you, it's for the big project, the mega project. Of course, when you go for a low budget project, it will be more hard for people to start with this kind of application, but I believe that with the elaborated and current demand for that services, it will be something feasible later for most of the project sizes, even for small, medium, and large projects.
Mohamed, thank you very much for your answers. Because I have no other question from other listeners, I will thank you. I want to thank you a lot for your very nice presentation. And for the end, I will ask you to switch the slide, and I will tell a few information for the end of our session. Please, another slide.
Okay.
So my information for all listeners who are now on the line or who will be listening from the record. Our FMCC are calling for application. We have some sources for students, and the student can apply for Scholarship Award 2016. Please don't forget the deadline is August 19th. Please, here is at the line, and you can apply if you are a student, if you are looking for some sources. Another slide, please. I want to inform you that our FMCC, our council, has a board, but our council has also a group of volunteers which are organized in a, we call it FMCC Stack, and this is a strategy group which is looking for a future, and we are looking for volunteers who will present, who will make a white paper, who will make a podcast, and so and so. So please, if you will be able to participate, here is the line and here is the link. Please, Gay Tuttle, our president of this chair of this FMCC Stack, will be very, very happy if you will come to help her. Please, another one. Here is only for you a few information about the history of our today's event. What FM Day was established or first time mentioned by an association which is called Global FM, and this association a couple of years ago decided that facility managers should have some celebration too. So if you want to know more about this, here are some links and information about this. Please, next one. And now about the next sessions which will come after this one. In about half an hour we will start a very similar event session which will be facility management into Central and East Europe, opportunities and challenges. It will be my honor to speak about this, and this will be moderated by Riccardo Crepaldi, and we will speak the same, what is the opportunities and challenges of the group of countries which came from the communist area about 30 years ago. Then is a very special session which we open for a dialogue. Anybody who will present in time and will be invited as a speaker and co-speaker will be able to speak about some topics which we prepared with role and me, and we prepare some question topics and we can discuss it. So it will be not a typical session like this others. This will be a more talking session. And next one, session number 9, will be from Lagos, from Nigeria, calling Osemayan and Oane Ayana, sorry for spelling it wrong, will speak you empowering facility management to empower your people investing in the quality FM education and training. So their experience from the Lagos, Nigeria, this session will be moderated by Joshua Amos. Please, you are able to register still to this meeting. I promised you, please, Next one. I promise you on the start that I will give you the list of potential councils of IFMA. This is a special worldwide councils where the specialist which has the same topic, same interest can join together and look for their knowledge, for the sharing knowledge, and so you have a list of different IFMA councils. You can choose the council which will fit best to you. Next one, please. And this is the end of our session. I want to thank first of all to Mohamed El Agroudy for his very nice presentation. And I want to thank to all of you who was participate as listeners. It was my honor to be here, and I hope that we will meet in any other session which will come in some hours later. Have a nice day, have a nice morning, have a nice evening, and hope to see you again on another webinar. Goodbye.
Thank you, and have a nice facility management day.